Sea of Stars is a beautiful role-playing game developed by Sabotage Studios, the same studio that created the awesome The Messenger game. If you haven't checked that out, please do, it's really awesome. And Sea of Stars is based within the same world as The Messenger, but set thousands of years before it. And this game, it centers around two heroes of the solstice called Valere and Zael. And one has the power of the moon, the one has the power of the sun, and you take on all manner of bad guys, which their magic is incredibly useful for. Of course, they are joined by their childhood friend, and you are joined by many others. I don't want to give too much away because there is some awesome character stuff, and the writing is really funny and witty and like pretty self-aware at times as well, which is pretty cool. The game is pretty standard fare. It's linear to a fashion. It's not open world at all in the slightest. This is taking you back to like Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger, like the 90s era of RPGs. The music is absolutely beautiful and definitely deserves a mention, as it's just really, really good. Everything looks amazing as well with the art style that they've gone with. There are some areas that just look drop dead gorgeous. In the spooky areas, which is what this gameplay is, the game looks really cool. I thought I'd use this footage of this area as it's October and nearly Halloween. I thought that was very thematic. I don't know what I was going for there, just why not. I don't want to give too much away. This is only about 5 or so hours into the game, and the game I think on average takes roughly around 30 to 35 hours to beat. And I had a ton of fun playing through Sea of Stars. There's also a fishing mechanic, which isn't difficult at all or super in-depth, but it's there because cooking food is a massive part of this game, because you're going to want to stop at camps, rest, and cook food to be able to replenish HP, MP, and revive downed enemies. And because there is some challenge to this game. This game's not a cakewalk. There are times where you're going to have to utilize some decent strategy, as it is turn-based to a point, but as you can see from the footage, it's basically the enemies have numbers above their heads as they count down. That's their turn next, and there can be some savage attacks and you can get absolutely obliterated. But the combat is really cool and engaging, especially when you get to throw the moonerang, so you have to continually press the corresponding button depending on what system you're playing this on. It's available on everything known to man, and you can time it right and be able to bounce that moonerang back. You can also do it throwing daggers as well. With Zael, you can like press and hold the button to create a massive fireball, time it right to do maximum damage. You do unlock other attacks for them as the game progresses, and there are also optional little dungeons where it's pretty cool. You get to manipulate the time of day to activate these beacons as such to solve the puzzle. The puzzle solving is quite light in the game, but at the end of the day, it's not meant to be a puzzler or anything. There's no survival elements, which is pretty cool. The game has been received incredibly well across the board, averaging around basically like 98%. And I'll be honest, this is one of my favourite games of the year, and definitely one that needs to be checked out. It's currently been nominated for Best Indie Game at the Golden Joystick Awards of this year, 2023. I have actually voted for them to win as well, because I believe this game definitely deserves it, because this is a fantastic game. It lived up to everything that they said. It launched with minimal issues whatsoever. However, they have released some patches to sort some stuff out, things that I didn't see personally. But this is a game that is just so much fun to play, so beautiful to look at. The world is so unique and so awesome, especially the way you traverse between the islands as well. You do also eventually end up with a ship, which you can sort of maneuver around islands doing it that way, so that's pretty cool. Again, I don't want to spoil too much because the game is so damn good. But all I can say, I suppose, is if you are a fan of old school JRPGs and RPGs from the PS1 area, Super Nintendo era, this is definitely the game for you. This is a fantastic game, and I don't think I can say any more than that to sell it to you. But please let me know in the comments down below if this is a game you've played through, or if this is a game that you've been thinking of checking out. And if you are thinking of checking it out, go ahead and get it. It's a great game. And thank you very much for watching.